Now we've taken and sanded down our surface and prepped it. I'm going to divide the hood in half using AAT1 and AAT2 to finish it with 2 products, 3 steps, as opposed to the 3 products that have to be used on the other side. Okay, place it down right in the center. Now we're going to use our 3D AAT Rubbing Compound. It's the only one on the market with adaptive abrasive technology. It's the fastest cutting compound available today. We're also going to combine it with, even though we're not pad dependent, it's our HD wool cutting pad. It's lamb's wool and lint free. You can use the product with any kind of cutting pad, but this is our preference. Make sure we have a nice even surface. Then we're going to take our AAT1 rubbing compound, and we're going to use 5 dime-sized drops. What you'll notice is you won't have to use nearly as much material as the competition, so you don't have to overload the pad. Put the material directly on the surface, massage it into the surface lightly, just to avoid some slinging. Turn on the machine. Run it about anywhere from, it's your preference, 1200 to 2000. I like to do it around 1500 RPMs. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go back and forth in a nice even reverse-y motion. Doesn't take too much. Very little sling. It's with a waterborne product. Very nice. Not only to mention that the cleanup is very easy. Go back and forth over the surface until the correction is done. And you can either do this in a flat surface on your preference, or you can bring it up on edge. That's a user preference. As you can tell, they have plenty of life and open time on the product. And you can start to see right through and see your correction. It makes it easy for you. We like to work about a 2x2 section. So you see that all the sanding marks have been corrected. Coming up on my last pass here. Always want to start and stop on the surface. As you can see, we had very little amount of product that was used with a lot of open time, and all the correction is complete. Take and wipe it down. Make sure all our defects are out. All you're left with is light swirl marks. Now, as a tip, because we have a waterborne product, we can reactivate the surface, which also keeps the amount of material that you're using down by just taking some water, shooting it onto the surface, and you're still ready to cut. Now, because of the dark color car, we want to take a second step. The second step is still with the very first products, AAT Rubbing Compound, to make and remove some of the marring that's been left behind from a wool pad. Now, during this process, what we're doing is we're removing all of the marks left behind from the wool pad. Also, because of the AAT compound, we can see if we did have any pigtails that might have been left or sanding marks, we can pick those up real quick as well. Now that we've done the compounding, taking out the 1500 and 3000 grit sanding marks, we've done this. On the right side is AAT1. On the left side is our leading competitive product. To make sure that we've done all the correction, I'm going to take and wipe it down with rubbing alcohol. It's not a necessary step, but it's something to show you the correction process between ours and the leading competitor. Now, as you can see, the two sides look very similar. Now, as we start to wipe it, you'll notice that the 3D side pretty much stays the same. And the competitive side starts to lighten up, revealing the fillers that hide the scratches, avoiding true paint correction. The pigtails have now been revealed. Now that we've completed all the steps with our AAT rubbing compound, we'll be moving into the next video showing you how to finish it off in the world's best and finest polish, AAT finishing polish. That will remove all the holograms and give you the pure finish that you want.